Welcome to the Deep Dive, where we help make you smart quickly on any topic.
We dive deep into the wisdom of books, using summaries, analysis, and reviews so you get the most important insights.
Think of it like a shortcut to knowledge.
Without reading the whole book.
Today's deep dive is into The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari by Sharma.
Ah, yes.
Before we get into the good stuff,
Yeah.
head to the episode description for links to the book, study notes, and audiobook.
And if you enjoy this episode so far,
Make sure to hit like and share.
it helps others discover the show.
So Sharma is a renowned leadership expert.
He is.
So this book, even though it uses a fictional story,
Right.
it carries a lot of weight in terms of actionable advice for living a more fulfilling life.
Yeah, definitely.
So can you set the scene for us a bit?
Sure.
Who is this monk,
Okay.
and why did he sell his Ferrari?
Well, the story centers around Julian Mantle.
Yeah.
He's a high-powered lawyer
Yeah.
at the top of his game. But despite, all that success, Julian's deeply unhappy.
Right.
He's overworked, stressed, and facing a health crisis.
Yeah.
And it's at this point that he decides to make a radical change
Oh, wow.
and embarks on this spiritual journey to the Himalayas.
So he literally sells his Ferrari
Literally.
and trades his fancy suits for robes.
Exactly.
Wow.
In the Himalayas, he meets this group of yogis
Okay.
and learns these 7 virtues for transforming his life.
And these virtues form
These virtues form the heart of the book
the heart of the book,
and what we'll be exploring
what we'll be exploring today.
today.
Awesome. So virtue number 1
Virtue number 1.
is master your mind.
Yes.
I love how Sharma uses the analogy of a garden to explain this concept.
It's such a vivid image, isn't it?
It is.
He compares our minds to gardens
Right.
that need tending,
Uh-huh.
and negative thoughts are like weeds.
Okay.
They can choke the life out of our mental landscape,
Yeah.
while positive thoughts are like, vibrant flowers
I see.
that bring beauty and fragrance.
Okay.
The key is to cultivate the positive thoughts
Right.
and manage those pesky weeds.
So it's so easy to let negativity run rampant,
It is.
but Sharma challenges us to be more deliberate
Right.
about what we allow to take root in our minds.
Yeah. Exactly.
And it's not just about thinking positive thoughts.
No.
It's also about cultivating self-appreciation
Yeah.
and viewing mistakes as opportunities for growth.
Absolutely.
I love that.
One of the things that really stood out to me in this section was the idea that we need to be kinder to ourselves.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sharma reminds us that we're all works in progress.
Right.
And that every experience,
Yeah.
even the challenging ones, offer these valuable lessons.
Yeah,
It's
true. He even introduces this intriguing technique called rose meditation
He does.
to help train the mind for focus and discipline.
Yes.
Have you ever tried anything like that?
I have, actually.
Really?
What was it like?
It's a deceptively simple practice, but it can be incredibly powerful for cultivating present moment awareness and strengthening concentration.
Wow.
It involves gazing at a rose
Oh, okay.
and just focusing all of your attention on its beauty and intricate details.
He recommends practicing this for 10 to 20 minutes daily.
Wow.
I'm curious if anyone out there has tried a mindfulness practice like this. Let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to virtue number 2.
Okay.
Follow your purpose.
Yes.
Here, Sharma uses the powerful analogy of a lighthouse.
The lighthouse, yes.
Just as a lighthouse guides ships safely through stormy seas, we need a clear sense of purpose to navigate the complexities of life.
Yeah.
And that purpose, according to Sharma, isn't something you just stumble upon accidentally.
Right.
He emphasizes the importance of setting clear, written goals
Yes.
and visualizing yourself achieving them.
it's interesting. What's fascinating is that he connects goal setting to happiness.
Oh, interesting. He argues that true fulfillment comes from aligning your actions with your deepest passions and values.
Right.
And to help with that, he actually outlines a 5-step method
Oh, wow.
for discovering and pursuing your purpose.
I'd love to hear more about those 5 steps because this is something a lot of people struggle with.
Sure. The first step is to develop a clear vision of your desired outcome.
Okay.
What do you truly want to achieve in life?
Makes sense.
The second step is to create positive pressure, to keep yourself motivated.
Yeah.
Surround yourself with people who support your goals.
Right.
Find ways to hold yourself accountable.
That makes sense. You need that external motivation sometimes to push you forward.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The third step is to set a timeline
Okay.
for achieving your goals.
Okay.
This helps create a sense of urgency,
Okay.
prevents procrastination.
Okay.
Step 4 is to commit to working towards your goal
Uh-huh.
consistently
Yeah.
for at least 21 days
21 days.
to build momentum.
To build momentum. Okay.
And finally,
Yeah.
and perhaps most importantly, enjoy the process.
Oh, I like that.
It's not just about reaching the destination.
Right.
It's about finding joy in the journey itself.
I think that's so crucial.
It is.
If you're not enjoying the process, what's the point?
Right.
Okay, so that brings us to the third virtue,
Yes.
which is practice Kaizen.
Practice Kaizen, yes.
This one is all about the power of continuous improvement,
Yes.
which is a concept often used in the business world. But Sharma shows how we can apply it to every aspect of our lives.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's about making small incremental improvements consistently over time.
Okay.
Think of it like compound interest.
Oh, interesting.
Even tiny changes compounded over time can lead to significant results.
I see. And Sharma connects this back to self-mastery.
He does.
He argues that the more we master ourselves through practices like Kaizen,
Right.
the better equipped we are to handle external challenges and create the life we desire.
It's not just about achieving external success, though, is it? Right. It's about cultivating inner peace and fulfillment.
Yeah.
He emphasizes that true success starts from within.
This is all starting to sound like a lot of work.
Well, it is a journey,
Yeah.
requires effort and commitment,
Yeah.
but the rewards are well worth it.
Okay.
And to help us along the way, Sharma introduces 10 ancient rituals for radiant living.
10 ancient rituals.
That's our daily habits designed to enhance our physical, mental, and spiritual well-being.
So these rituals might seem simple,
They might, yeah.
but they are powerful when practiced consistently.
They are.
What are some of those?
They cover things like solitude,
Okay.
exercise,
Uh-huh.
healthy eating,
Okay.
reading,
Reading. Uh-huh.
reflection,
Okay.
waking up early,
Okay.
listening to music,
Okay.
positive self-talk,
Okay.
building strong character,
Okay.
and living simply.
So each ritual plays a vital role in cultivating a more fulfilling and meaningful life.
They do.
They help us connect with ourselves,
Uh-huh.
nourish our bodies and mind,
Right.
and create a sense of balance and harmony in our lives.
Yes.
All right, on to virtue number 4,
Virtue number 4.
the power of discipline.
Yeah.
This one can be tough,
It can be.
especially in a world that often glorifies instant gratification.
It does.
Sharma challenges us to embrace the idea that discipline is not about deprivation,
It's not.
but about empowerment.
It is.
I like that. He uses this analogy of the pink wire coil
The pink wire coil, right?
worn by sumo wrestlers
Yes.
to represent discipline.
Yeah.
It's a great analogy.
It is.
Just like the coil is made up of many small threads woven together to create something strong,
Right.
discipline is built through consistent small acts of courage.
Absolutely. He emphasizes that willpower is the foundation of a truly fulfilling life,
Uh-huh.
and that building discipline is like waging war
Interesting.
against those negative thoughts and impulses that hold us back from achieving our full potential.
Yeah. And to help strengthen our willpower,
Yes.
he offers this powerful mantra:
He does.
I am more than I appear to be. All the world's strength and power rests inside me.
Yeah.
Wow, that's powerful.
It is.
He suggests repeating this mantra at least 30 times a day
Yeah.
to cultivate a sense of inner strength and resilience.
And he also recommends spending time in silence,
Oh, interesting.
even a whole day if possible,
Wow.
to develop greater control over our thoughts and actions.
That might sound daunting to some people,
It might.
but even short periods of silence can be incredibly beneficial
They can.
for calming the mind and gaining clarity.
For sure.
All right, let's move on to virtue number 5, which is all about,
Respecting your time.
yes, Sharma argues that time is our most precious commodity,
It is.
and mastering our time is essential to mastering our lives.
It is.
He highlights the importance of time management and avoiding procrastination.
He does. What's interesting is that he doesn't advocate for constant work and business.
Right.
Instead, he encourages us to simplify our lives,
Okay.
focus on our priorities,
Oh.
and avoid wasting time on things that don't truly matter.
Okay.
Yeah,
He provides some really helpful tools for doing just that.
he does.
He introduces the ancient rule of 20,
Yeah.
which is similar to the 80-20 principle,
Right.
where 20% of our efforts produce 80% of our results.
Yeah.
He suggests identifying and focusing on that crucial 20%
Yeah.
to maximize our time and impact.
And then there's the deathbed mentality,
The deathbed mentality.
which encourages us to live each day as if it were our last.
I mean, that sounds a bit morbid.
It does sound a bit morbid,
Yeah.
but it's actually a powerful way to shift your perspective
Okay.
and prioritize your actions.
Okay.
Imagine waking up each day asking yourself, what would I do today if this were my last?
I think that question forces you to cut through the noise
It does.
and focus on what truly matters.
It does.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's a powerful way to live more intentionally and make the most of every moment.
Okay, so let's move on to virtue number 6, which is all about welcome back to the deep dive.
We're back.
We've spent the last 2 segments exploring the 7 virtues from the monk who sold his Ferrari.
We have.
Now let's talk about how to actually bring these principles into our daily lives.
Yeah.
It's all well and good to understand these ideas,
Right.
but how do we make them stick?
That's where the rubber meets the road, right?
Yeah.
The beauty of Sharma's approach is that these virtues aren't rigid rules.
Right.
They're more like guiding principles that you can adapt to your unique circumstances and
Right.
personality.
So let's start with master your mind.
Okay.
This one resonates so deeply with me
Yeah.
because I know how easily I can get swept away by these negative thoughts.
Right.
It feels like a constant battle sometimes.
It is a battle for many of us.
Yeah.
And Sharma acknowledges that he doesn't suggest that we can simply eliminate negativity altogether.
Right.
Instead, he encourages us to be more mindful of our thoughts.
Yeah.
And to cultivate positive ones.
So instead of letting those weeds grow unchecked,
Yeah,
we're actively planting seeds of positivity.
we are.
What are some practical ways we can do that?
One simple but powerful practice is gratitude journaling.
Okay.
Taking just a few minutes each day to write down things you're grateful for can shift your focus to the good in your life.
Okay.
It's like training your mind to look for the positive.
I've heard about gratitude journaling before,
Right.
but I've always been skeptical.
Yeah.
Does it really make a difference?
It can be surprisingly powerful.
Really?
The key is consistency.
Okay.
Even if you start with just 3 things each day,
Yeah.
it helps you become more aware of the good things in your life,
Okay.
which can counteract those negative thought patterns.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's about creating a new habit,
Yeah,
a new way of looking at the world.
exactly.
Okay.
And there are other practices that can be helpful too,
Oh, okay.
like mindfulness meditation,
Uh-huh.
or even just taking a few deep breaths when you're feeling overwhelmed.
Okay.
These techniques can help you calm your mind and become more present in the moment.
Okay, let's move on to follow your purpose.
Okay.
This one can feel so daunting.
Yeah.
Especially if you're not even sure what your purpose is.
Right.
Where do you even begin?
Sharma offers some great advice for this.
Okay.
He suggests asking yourself some key questions.
Okay, like what?
What are you passionate about?
Okay.
What makes you feel truly alive?
Yeah.
What kind of impact do you want to make on the world?
Okay.
These questions can help you uncover what truly matters to you.
It's about connecting with your core values and passions.
It is.
Yeah.
And he emphasizes that it's okay if your purpose evolves over time.
Okay.
It's not about finding one perfect answer,
Right.
but about being open to exploration and growth.
Okay.
And once you have a sense of your purpose, he encourages setting small, achievable goals that align with that purpose.
Those small wins can really help build momentum.
They can.
I know for me, it's easy to get overwhelmed by these big, lofty goals,
Right.
but breaking them down into smaller steps makes them feel much more manageable.
Absolutely. It's about creating a roadmap for your journey
Okay.
and celebrating each milestone along the way.
Now let's tackle practice Kaizen.
Okay.
We all know that consistency is key when it comes to personal growth,
Yes.
but it's easier said than done.
It is.
How do we actually make those small improvements day after day?
Sharma emphasizes the importance of building habits.
Okay.
Choose one small habit you want to develop,
Okay.
like drinking more water,
Mm-hmm.
going for a daily walk,
Okay.
or practicing gratitude,
Right.
and make it a non-negotiable part of your routine.
So instead of relying on willpower alone,
Yeah,
you're creating a system that supports your desired behavior.
exactly.
Okay.
It's about taking the decision-making out of the equation. And remember to celebrate those small wins.
Yeah.
Each time you stick to your habit, acknowledge your progress and give yourself credit.
It's those small victories that add up to big changes over time.
They do.
Okay, let's talk about the power of discipline.
Okay.
This one can be a tough pill to swallow,
It can.
especially in a world that's constantly tempting us
Yeah.
with instant gratification.
It's true. We live in a culture that often prioritizes ease and comfort.
Yeah.
But Sharma reminds us that true fulfillment comes from pushing ourselves beyond our limits
Okay.
and developing the willpower to achieve our goals.
And he offers some really practical strategies for strengthening our discipline.
He does.
He encourages us to identify our triggers,
Okay.
the situations or emotions that lead us to make choices that aren't aligned with our goals.
Right. Once you're aware of your triggers,
Yeah.
you can develop strategies for dealing with them.
Oh?
For example, if you know that stress tends to lead you to overeat, you might develop some healthy coping mechanisms, like going for a walk, calling a friend, or practicing deep breathing exercises.
So it's about being proactive and having a plan in place.
It is, rather than reacting impulsively.
Exactly.
And remember that mantra we talked about earlier?
Yeah. I am more than I appear to be.
All the world's strength and power rests inside me.
Yeah.
Repeating this affirmation can help you tap into your inner strength when you're facing challenges.
Okay. On to respect your time.
All right.
Time management is something I think we all struggle with to some degree.
Most of us do.
What are some simple things listeners can do to start being more intentional with their time?
One helpful practice is time blocking.
Okay.
Schedule specific times for different tasks.
Okay.
Work, exercise, family time, relaxation,
Right.
and stick to that schedule as much as possible.
Okay.
This helps you create structure in your day and ensures that you're allocating time for the things that matter most.
I love that idea.
Yeah,
It's like creating a roadmap for your day.
it is. And learning to say no is crucial.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
It is.
Yeah.
It's okay to decline requests or commitments that don't align with your priorities.
Right.
It's about protecting your time and energy for the things that truly matter.
It's about being mindful of how you spend your precious time.
Exactly,
Yeah.
rather than letting it slip away unnoticed.
Right. And remember the deathbed mentality we talked about.
Yes,
That can be a powerful tool for prioritizing your actions
it can,
and making sure you're spending your time on things that are truly meaningful to you.
for sure.
Okay. Moving on to selflessly serve others.
Okay.
This virtue is so important,
It is.
but it can be easy to overlook in the busyness of everyday life.
It can.
How can we make this a more regular part of our lives?
Yeah.
Even if we're short on time.
It doesn't have to be grand gestures.
Okay.
Simple acts of kindness, like holding the door for someone, offering a genuine compliment,
Right.
or helping a neighbor with groceries can make a big difference in someone's day.
Right. And you can also find ways to volunteer your time or donate to causes you care about,
Absolutely.
even if it's just an hour a week or a small amount of money.
Exactly. The point is to make a conscious effort to give back and make a positive impact on the world around you.
And finally, let's talk about embrace the present.
Okay.
This one can be particularly challenging in today's fast-paced world.
It can be.
It's so easy to get caught up in the past
Right.
or worry about the future.
Yeah.
But Sharma reminds us that the present moment is all we really have.
He does. He encourages us to savor the simple pleasures of life.
Be quiet.
A beautiful sunset,
Okay.
a warm cup of coffee,
Yeah.
a heartfelt conversation with a loved one.
Okay.
It's about finding joy in the everyday moments
Yeah.
rather than constantly chasing after something bigger and better.
And mindfulness practices like meditation can be incredibly helpful
They can.
for training your mind to stay present.
They can, even just a few minutes each day can make a big difference.
It's about shifting your focus from that constant stream of thoughts in your head
Right.
to the richness of the present moment.
Exactly. It's about being fully engaged in whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
Whether it's eating a meal,
Uh-huh.
spending time with loved ones,
Okay.
or simply taking a walk in nature.
We've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive.
We have.
It's amazing how much wisdom is packed into these 7 virtues.
It's a testament to the power of simple but profound truths.
Yeah.
And it's a reminder that even though these concepts might seem simple on the surface,
Right.
they require ongoing effort and practice to truly integrate into our lives.
I love how Sharma reminds us that living a fulfilling life is about making conscious choices day after day.
It is.
It's about cultivating positive habits,
Yeah.
nurturing our relationships,
Right.
and finding joy in the simple things.
And it's about remembering that the journey is just as important as the destination.
Yeah.
The diamonds we find along the way.
Right.
Those moments of joy, connection, and fulfillment are what make life truly rich and meaningful.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I'd love to leave our listeners with a question.
Okay.
If happiness is not the destination, but the journey itself, what diamonds are you finding along your path? Share your thoughts in the comments.
Yeah.
And as always, thanks for joining us on the deep dive.